Yes, people, welcome back. We have got another episode, finally, of the new S13 build. Today is going to be a little bit of an exciting one. We are going to show what our engine package is, that we are going to finally start dismantling the engine tonight. My brother is up. It is all going on tonight at the moment. We've got Ross and Bevy trying to do an excellent job of getting bushes out of a diff. We are going with a 350Z rear drivetrain. My brother is here. We are also stripping the old S13 down, and this is getting a bit of a revamp over winter as well. But what do you mean the disrespect? It technically is the old S13. Don't start. How old is it? Exactly. I rest my case. So stop. You get that bush out. That'll be very helpful. Thank you. So the new engine package that we are going with, it doesn't look like much right now. It's actually quite funny because I've learned and found that what these cars come out of, what these engines come out of, and they look in their standard form, it doesn't make sense how they transform into the pretty looking thing they've got. Anyway, welcome my 2JZ GE that we will be boosting. So this is its raw form. We need to get it on the engine crane, drop the oil out of it because, yes, Ross, I am calling you out. You pulled the engine with the oil still in it. So now we've got to put it up on the crane and drain the oil before we dismantle it. So anyway, we are going to totally strip down the engine. JDM Garage have helped us out with a cheeky little bit of discount for all of our engine internals. So in the next couple of episodes, we will be getting our machine work done and start forging our 2JZ engine. While we are shooting our content of the engine, big shout out to the boys, GK Tech. I was working with GK Tech on some parts on Ben's car. Jumped on board with a new build. Unbelievable package. They are basically working with us on all of our arms and steering. So in the next few episodes, when our subframes and stuff are done, when we will be building things up, we'll get more in depth with all those products. We've also got a nice little delivery from Chase Bays. There is duplicates of things because we are also upgrading again some things on that S13. We have both the what? The old S13, exactly what Ross says. That one, you know what? We don't care about that one now. That's like the old dated one. Still a very good car. So we are both going with the Chase Bays dual brake booster delete. We are both got new master cylinders, reservoirs for the cylinders, delete lines for the brake booster deletes. Ben has also opted for some new power steering lines because his are leaking, and Ben has also gone with the Chase Bays power steering reservoir and kit, which I've seen a lot of this online, and this is a really good kit. So both cars getting a little bit of an overhaul of those. Really excited to open up all the GK Tech stuff. Next episode, once we've got subframes, I think we'll do that. We've got our subframe up here. We relocated the rack. We've got hubs and everything. This has all actually got to go to Faz at 5 powder coating to get all that powder coated. Then we can go down the route with that. So what I did find on Facebook was some fancy looking S chassis to JZ engine mounts. So these look rather nice. So we're ready for our engine mount side as well. But our shelf of all sorts of things. Big up BC Racing. We've got BC Racing coilovers on the current S13. We're working with them again to get BC coilovers on the new one as well. So plan is to try and keep both cars as the same as possible. Apart from one's got a better engine now. Excuse me, sir. How's this going?
Yeah, it's all right.
You're doing a very good job of that.
What, making a mess?
Yeah, look at the mess of my driveway.
Yeah, we just need Chris to show up so he can clean it.
Excellent job. But has anyone spoke to him? Do we know where he is?
Scran.
For the people that don't speak Scottish, that's food. But I try and stop making this boy say stupid words, but he still seems to do it every single time. On top of our JZ build, this stuff arrived not long ago, so we've definitely got to show you. Turbo Smart have absolutely been unreal, jumped on board with the build. We have got the 5862 Turbo Smart Turbo. We have got a 60mm wastegate. We've got oil pressure regulator, fuel regulator, AN fittings. Cannot wait for these parts to go on the car. We have definitely opted that we are going to have the anodized purple in the engine bay. And they also helped out. We have got to change Ben's turbo setup. He needs to put a better gearbox setup in it. It's still got an SR box in it. Over winter, coming into the beginning of next year, he's going to put a CDO9 in it. For that to happen, everything's a little bit too snug, so both cars are going to run water motorsport manifolds. Ben's going to top mount his turbo. So for that, he needed to change and get a new wastegate. So is what we're going to do is give a little bit of comparison, because this is always a bit of a chuckle. Ben's not actually seen the comparison yet. So Ben, this is yours. Okay?
Perfect.
And then we'll compare mine.
So more or less, Steve's compensating.
So wastegate for SR20, wastegate for JZ. We are going overkill. We have gone with 60mm to try and minimise any boost creep. Ross at Levels Racing was his recommendation. So if anyone disagrees, take it out with Ross.
Great job of draining that one.
Well, first things first. Oh, Ross, it was really full. You've really done us a kipper. We've got our interesting engine crane set up so we can drain the oil out before we start.
It's completely safe.
It's not going anywhere. The angle of it is most definitely for letting it drain out. We're waffling it rubbish. And this one. Oh, she's run away! Do you know what you're doing?
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, of course I do.
Are you sure?
Easy.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's a lot of noise. For anyone that doesn't know, Ben used to build cars and did build this. But now he flies planes and makes out he's a pilot. Although all they do is take off, click autopilot and land. So this is quite an interesting one, seeing him trying to dismantle this car. You're doing an excellent job, though.
Yes.
As you can see, none of us have gloves on. Pilot boy? Of course the pilot boy has gloves on.
You've got to stay clean.
They don't get their hands dirty anymore. Look! Right, quick little update. We got the bushes out of the 350 diff. We've got the oil out of it and opened it up. That's ready to get welded and some powder coating. Bevy is slowly dismantling things off of the JZ. So we're slowly just taking all the outside stuff off of it before we start opening it up, while Ben is still working around his own car. The full front end's off. He's just disconnecting parts from in and around the engine. And then in the next few days, we will probably pull the engine out fully. There's a lot of old hoses, coolant hoses and stuff on it that have started failing while we were driving it over this summer. So using this winter to pull it out and really give everything an utter freshen up. And hopefully in the next hour or so, a lot of this will be apart. We are making some progress. This is 100% something totally new to me, so I'm learning as we go. I've never stripped an engine apart in my life. So we've got one side of the cams out. I'm trying to be as sensible as I can. Bevy did give me this recommendation. Cardboard, leaving everything where they are. This bit will be a no-go zone for anyone. So hopefully I have half an idea of where it all goes when we have to put it all back. We are on the next morning. Got slowed down a little bit last night. One of the head bolts decided to round, so we had to try and drill that one out to get the last bolt out to be able to remove the head. But we have got some good progress. We are cams and lifters out. The head is off, so we need to strip all of that down still this morning. And then we need to finish off disassembling the rest of this, get the rods out, get the pistons out, and get that to a point of where it's a bare block. Try my best to keep everything as organised as possible, so we're cardboard down, labelling things just so I know where things go back. The big up the Maguire's product stands that's now on a rolling bench that's holding all the smaller stuff. And some progress is being made. We've got Ben's car is very much no full front end now. Lots of the bits are disconnected. I think Ben's now getting under the car to disconnect the exhaust to pull the turbo and the manifold off, because that is going for a new manifold to be a top mount manifold. And then is what we will probably do in a few weeks' time. Me and the boys will just pull the engine out, because there's a lot of OEM hoses, as we said before, that need updating just to kind of bulletproof the car more for next season. Finally, now a few days later, got the block fully disassembled. Pistons are out, rods are out. That is the block now ready to send off for machine work. We've just got to pull the springs and the valves and everything out of the head. That can also get sent off for machine work. Everything get nice and cleaned up. Gonna go with a black and silver color combo, I think, with this. And we did have one good package arrive just in time from our good friends at Wasna, who we are working with on our rods and pistons. So we have gone for 0.5 mil oversized. We've gone for 86.5 mil pistons. So these will go off with the block for the machine work. Meaning, what, we are mid-November now. Mid-December, we should have everything back and we can start our engine build. We are waiting on our bits from JDM Garage. They should be any time now. I had an update, just waiting on the gasket kit to come in stock. So we are very, very close. That is going to wrap everything up for this episode. This was mainly an episode of showing you what our engine package is, stripping everything down, and we are going to document in a full episode of when we are building the engine up, so that it's a little learning curve for me. I've never done it. Ben, as I've already mentioned, built all the internals for his SR. So good little learning experience. Hopefully everything goes well. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.